Hello there. I've just been down to the post office to pick up this package from America, and I know what's in there, so I'm going to do an unboxing in front of camera. I wanted to start a new project in naval wargaming, and I had my eye on a manufacturer based in California called Wartime's Journal, who do a wide range of model ships in a lot of different scales, more or less from the pre-dreadnought era through to the Second World War. I think they do Second World War ships, and they have some particular ships which are made of plastic, and I was curious about those. So about a year and a half ago, I purchased a couple of their World War One plastic ships to see what they were like, and I was really impressed by them. They use a technique called rapid prototype plastic, so it's very efficient, it seems, at providing nice crisp sculpts, where there's no, I think they use the term overhang. If you take the, I'll show you in a moment, I'll get these out, but if you take the gun turrets, for instance, and the gun barrels, very often on pewter or metal ships, the gun barrels will be physically connected to the deck of the ship, because of the way the mould is created. But with these, you can actually, the gun barrels stand proud of the ship. Somehow the plastic is kind of forced into the mould in this pressure, under pressure or something. I don't quite know how they do it. Let me get them out and show you anyway. So I basically wanted to start a new project, and I thought it would be interesting to do another pre-dreadnought conflict. So I've gone for the 1898 war between Spain and America, Spain and the US. And I've purchased all the ships in here that will represent the vessels that fought at the Battle of Santiago de Cuba, which was a massive American victory. But had things been different, history might have gone the other way. The Spanish ships weren't poor quality. They were basically undertrained in gunnery skills. One of their best ship wasn't even armed with guns by the time it sailed across from Spain to take part in this battle in the Caribbean. It had dummy guns in its main turret, so it couldn't even fire its main guns. So it'll be interesting to try the battle out with poor quality crew characteristics for the Spanish, and then maybe try it out again. With what might have been kind of battle. So the one thing I'm worried about, and I can see already that my fears are probably confirmed, is that there's no way of distinguishing one ship from the other. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of careful. Let's get out of that. Careful examination in order to be able to identify the ships. This looks like a good example. I've no idea if this is an American ship or a Spanish ship. I'll try and get it open and not spoil the packaging so I can pack it away for the time being. I'm going to get what colloquially termed rap rage. It's when old people can't, their eyesight and their fingers aren't able to open packaging nowadays. absolutely gorgeous. I've no idea, as I say, whether it's Spanish or... Oh, it has got some writing on it underneath. Excuse me a moment, try to look under a magnifying glass. Yeah, well, there's lettering on it, so hopefully that will give me the identity of the ship. But if I just try and get it a little bit closer, just look at that. It's a very hard plastic. I'm not going to flex it or anything to show you in case I snap anything. But it doesn't feel like plastic. It feels more like a sort of resin. But the detail on it is incredible, absolutely incredible. What I might do is bring the camera a little bit closer to it and try and show it to you in close up. I'll just turn the camera off for a second. Yeah, look at this. Absolutely amazing. I want to try and get it in. I think you can see there how the gun barrel's absolutely clear of the deck. It's extraordinary. That is going to be a joy to paint. One of the things they demonstrate on the website, and I don't think I'm going to bother because I'm so impressed by this anyway, is drilling some holes into it to add masks, just to give it a little bit more character. But I think you're holding yourself a bit hostage to fortune when you do that, because masks can get lent on, and as you glue them together the joins can be a little bit brittle and you just got to knock them and they snap off and so on. So I think I'm happy just to go straight to painting these. I'll just put the camera back on the stand and try and get a few more out of the wrapping. Yeah, I've just had a look on the website, and the catalogue does match these numbers that they've got on the bottom of the models, and this one that I showed you in close up is the Iowa, so an American ship. I won't get them all out, but I am mega impressed by these. They're just absolutely gorgeous. Better than the last group of models that I ordered. And these are in 1/1500th scale, so they'll do very nicely for my favourite set of rules, which is Sea Creek 5, if you don't know already. And they should work fine on a 6x4 table, because at this time, at the end of the 19th century, gunnery ranges weren't massive like they were in the Second World War. This one's got 20215 on it. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I can't see, looking over at the screen, I can't see what ship that is. But, somewhere in... So excited I can't contain myself, can't get into them fast enough. Oh, I'll leave that one in the wrapper and show you. And somewhere in here there should be some smaller vessels, because one of the aspects, I think, here we are, one of the aspects of the battle where the Spanish had some torpedo ships, which could have caused the Americans a problem. There we go, there's a couple of them. Basically, there'll be a lot of duplicates in here because basically there were several, on both sides, there were several ships that were of the same class. So the way Wartime's Journal sell them is to sell them by the class name and then say can also be used for the sister ships. But as I say, I've got everything on here to play the Battle of Santiago de Cuba. You can even see, I think you can even see it on there, the gantries and everything is clear of the deck. Anyway, I won't get them all out. I'll leave it at that. Over the course of time, I'll paint them up, and I don't really like showing half-painted models and so on because I'm always very embarrassed by my standard of painting. So I might just do some kind of time-lapse photography on them, something like that, rather than show you me painting away at them, making a mess of them, because I always think the finished product is better than the that you get to a sort of yucky stage halfway through painting where you never think you're going to finish it, and it never looks as good as you hope it would, but then it all suddenly seems to come together at the last minute. So as I say, I'll leave it at that and carry on with a little bit of an update later. No idea how long it's going to take me to finish because I've got masses of other projects on the work desk at the moment, but I can see myself getting distracted into spending a lot of time on these. Anyway, bye for now, and I'll be back to you later with the continuation of the story of the Battle of Santiago de Cuba.